What are you doing, Bobo? Huh? What are you doing? What are you doing, old boy?
Morning, everybody. Jason, Bo, Hollis Farms. Boy, this boat can be aggravating. He don't want you to catch him sometimes, a lot of times. So he get used to riding and all, and he'll be like PJ and like it and jump on here. But anyway, I'm on my way up here to see if these loggers have moved anything yet. And then just a little bit of cutting I'm going to probably try to do here in a little while. Kind of see. Alright, y'all, I'll give y'all 3 guesses, and the first 2 don't count on what I'm about to say. The loggers ain't showed up yet. It's ridiculous. I ain't never seen nothing like it in my life. Pitiful, ain't it, Bobo? So we gotta add just a little dirt right through here from washing. There's 2 culverts here, and it's not high enough. It'll crush our culvert with a log truck, and just needs to be a little straighter. So looks like they got us a load of dirt, but I don't think nobody's here to spread it yet. They said I think they said they was gonna get the loggers with their dozer down here to spread it. Looks like they could have spread it a little better with the truck, but they didn't. But golly, we getting started, ain't that something? Remember way back, this culvert at one time last year was down there, and I pushed it back up here and just kind of got it to where we could cross it. I knew we was gonna have to do something a little bit when we started logging, but what? This camera won't zoom, but right there, old cottonmouth. I'll zoom in right here and get it. Sucker right there, get you. She had a shotgun move. Alright, here we go. Here's some more of that one time a year stuff. This fire lane goes down through here, separates a couple pretty good sized blocks of timber, big trees here too. Loading pad we used right there the last time we thinned it. We kind of reuse our loading pads about every time. This right here stays pretty wet, the old water grass looking stuff, but it should be plenty dry to cut. We'll just have to keep our eye on it. This is a good fire lane right here. It should be dry. It hadn't been long we thinned this, and the more canopies is growing back together. Next time for these will be we'll section them out and clear cut it. Kind of see the daylight. It's still pretty good down through there. Bobo's getting better at riding. This little booger is hard to catch sometimes. BJ gets like that too. About have to let them wear down a little bit. Need to get them collars out and do some training. They're not just too bad. Bobo can get a little aggravated. He aggravated me this morning pretty bad. Ain't some cool little dogs. They just like to go. They hard-headed, and I like that too, because I'm hard-headed right with them. Well, I know I didn't get to this one last year as wet as it was, and boy, it shows. Gotta make sure we catch up on everything this year that we happened not to get to last year because of the rain or all the surgery. We're gonna get it. We're just gonna pick along, take our time, try to get it right, ain't we, Bobo? There's a jungle back in here, but boy, are you talking about some browse for the deer and all. It is some food back in here. I like it. It's deep. Well, we got a good fire lane down through here that separates this little clear cut from the big trees. So I experimented with something last year on our spraying. Mitt does all our spraying with that big skidder with the spray rig on the back of it. And my favorite chemical in these pines is a mazapir. It's got a lot of soil activity with it, meaning it gets down in the ground, where like Roundup just kills what it hits. And the Garlon that we use in our hardwoods, it just kind of kills what you get on top of it. Doesn't have any soil activity. So normally when they're spraying these clear cuts like this, it takes 2 or 3 years to get any of your grasses and briars and all coming back for browse. And I didn't want to wait. So usually the chemicals is a mazapir and a certain amount of glyphosate, Roundup. So I told him, I said, let's spray. We had 2 little clear cuts. I said, let's spray them with only a mazapir, and I want to see what happens. Well, I got the exact results that I wanted. Briars coming back, grasses and all. And the reason they want all that glyphosate in there is to kill everything back, so when you plant back, the baby pine tree doesn't have any competition, so it can kind of get a jump. So I decided to sacrifice a little bit of that jump start to get my briars and grasses and all back for the deer to browse on and the turkeys to nest and all that stuff. But what happened is we got a lot of volunteer pine trees to come back, and the glyphosate usually takes care of that. So we got to come back and punt a little bit and make sure we get those out of the way. It's not just too bad out there, but it's too many, so we're gonna have to figure out a chemical, and Mitt said there's another chemical we might put in there just for that. So always tuning on it and learning from it. Kind of knew what was gonna happen, but we wanted to watch it to see. Not nothing too major that's gonna happen, but always learning and trying to tune on this stuff and make it better and get it like we want it. Alright y'all, so finally we're getting something done. Got the bulldozer here. Hadn't cleared off their pads yet, but it'll be hard to see, but they are cutting out there. Where'd he go? I hear him. He's cutting right out there. This section, small section right here, we're finna clear cut it. We just thinned it, I don't know, a year or 2 ago, probably 2 years ago now. Finna clear cut this section. He's just kinda out there looking, finding his boundaries, and plenty dry enough. I think all the equipment should be in here this afternoon, but I am so proud to have some equipment here. Y'all may can hear him and not see him. As they get going, I'll get a little better footage of this log, and there's trees always look bigger when they get on the ground. You may can see him walking with that one, finna lay it down. Finally logging. Grab 2 of them. All right, y'all, let's get to today's Bible verse. The word is wise. We're in Job chapter 17, verse 10. But come again, all of you now, for I do not find a wise man among you. All right, y'all, had a pretty good day today. Got some more grass cutting done, fire lanes and stuff. Probably a lot of that today, one time of year stuff. And the loggers finally moved in. We are cutting trees. Time to roll now. Get into a little more of that logging action hopefully tomorrow. Appreciate y'all watching. Howdy.